What's up, guys? Welcome back to What's Up Barcelona. I'm not even okay right now. I am not. My hands are still shaking because I've just watched the most emotional, the most dramatic, the most insane Argentina game I've ever seen in years. Argentina were 2-0 down. 2-0. 11 minutes to go. Heading out of the World Cup. And they came back and won it 3-2. And at the end of it all, Lionel Messi was in tears. Full tears on the pitch. And I need to talk about all of it. Sit with me for this one, because this was one of the toughest games and beautiful games that we've ever seen. So bear with me, guys. Let me set the scene for you, because this game was a nightmare before it even became a fairy tale. Egypt scored early, a header from Ibrahim, right over Lisandro Martinez, 1-0, and Argentina gets a penalty. The moment Messi steps up, the whole world was expecting him to level it, and saved. The keeper guessed it right and saved it. Messi's second missed penalty of this tournament. He actually became the first player in the World Cup history to miss 2 penalties at a single World Cup. And you could see it on his face, the weight, the doubt, the frustration. And then it got worse. Egypt scored again, 2-0. Argentina, the defending champions, were 2-0 down with 11 minutes left and genuinely on their way out of the tournament. I'm not going to lie to you. I had my head in my hands. I thought it was over. I think every Argentina fan on the planet thought it was over today. And then Lionel Andres Messi decided it was not going to end like this. In the 84th minute, Messi smashed it in off the underside of the bar. 2-1. Game on. Atlanta erupts. And then, just minutes later, 2 goals in 4 minutes, Argentina complete the comeback in 3-2. From 2-0 down, with 11 minutes left to winning 3-2. Argentina have never come back from 2 goals down to win a World Cup game in their entire history. Never until tonight. And Messi was the center of it all. He scored and make it 2-2. This is his 21st World Cup goal, extending his own all-time world record. And he now has the most assists in the World Cup history too. 9. The man missed a penalty, could have crumbled, could have hidden, and instead he dragged his country back from the dead. That is not a footballer. That is something else entirely. But here is the part that got me emotional. Here is the part I will never forget. At the final whistle, Messi broke down crying, properly crying, because for most of that game, he thought he had costed Argentina. He missed the penalty. He carried that weight for over an hour, thinking he had let everyone down, thinking he had knocked his own country out of the World Cup in his final tournament. Imagine carrying that, the greatest of all time, 39 years old, in tears, because he thought he failed. And his teammates, man, this was what made me love this squad even more. They saw him, they saw their captain hurting, and they lifted him up. Literally, they picked him up, they threw him in the air, they surrounded him, they celebrated him, because they know what this man has given them. They know what this means. And in the lowest moment in that game, his brothers picked him up and reminded him that he's loved. Even Scaloni after the game was almost in tears. He said, "I can't look up. I'm sorry. I'm really emotional right now." What a game. What a group of players. That is a squad. That is a family. And that is why I believe in this team. And you know what? I want to thank somebody too. I want to thank every single Argentina fan, because I saw you in that stadium in Atlanta when it was 2-0 down and it looked hopeless. You did not stop singing. You did not stop believing. You carried this team on your voices when their legs were tired and their heads were down. And they heard you. That comeback happened because 11 players refused to quit. And because millions of fans refused to stop believing. This is football. This is what makes this the greatest game on earth. Argentina are through to the quarterfinal. They will play Switzerland or Colombia next in Kansas. And I promise you, no Argentina fan watching that game will ever forget where they were tonight. We were dead, we were buried, and we came back. Because that is what champions do. And because we have the greatest player of all time. We have the greatest of all time. I said it again. Flaws, missed penalties, tears, and all. Still writing his story right in front of our eyes. Drop a comment. Where were you when you saw this game? Where were you when Argentina were 2-0 down? Do you believe? Be honest and tell me, is that the most emotional Argentina game you've ever seen? I want to hear it. Like, subscribe, all of it. We are riding with Argentina all the way to the final on July 19th. Right here on WhatsApp Barcelona. Vamos Argentina! I love this team. I love Leo Messi. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for singing the Argentina song for the entire 90 minutes. Thank you to the Argentina fans. See you in the next one. Peace!